Stadium. This game has been more than prominent on the radar for several weeks, and now it has arrived in the form of a late-season top-5 clash. It's the LSU Tigers and the Texas Longhorns. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. This is exactly what they expected when the season started. They knew they had to go to the transfer portal, and the quarterback they got has lived up to every expectation. He has shown great leadership, composure, and poise in every moment. But not only that, he has really shown that he can get it done on the field. Late in this season, he's taking them to where they thought they could go, but he has got to get off to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The Longhorns headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Durham. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Levin. Makes the catch. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Hall. Maybe a crease. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
They'll give it to the back. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to Brown. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Got it, looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
Manning on play action. Starts to scramble to the left. He's got it. Turns it on in midfield. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Arch is going to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. On the left side, here's Coleman. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
And, man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individual awards.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Going to the run, it's Brown. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Third down from the gun, Manning. It's complete to the left. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs, running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we got to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
Never getting stopped on that second down. Don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Manning from the gun on third down. Under fire. Sliding to his left. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
This is not an ideal start for this offense. Your defense already gave up points on the first drive. This is your first opportunity, and you're not doing the most important thing, protecting your quarterback. Already 2 sacks on the day.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And This guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Using his legs, it's Berry. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Finds a little space. Got enough for the first. Might have a chance. The 30. Running inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers!
And sometimes you live by the blitz, and sometimes you die by the blitz. And right there, great job blocking it, understanding it was coming, and then somebody had to make a play in space, and he took it a long way.
You're right, David. It's always a risk by the defense, and if you don't have good gap integrity with the blitz, then the offense can pop one, and that's exactly what happened on that run. Everybody up front not getting flustered, just staying in their tracks, getting their blocks, giving their running back a lane. He uses that speed, and that's just not a touchdown, man. That is a long highlight reel TD.
Number 20, set to advance on the football.
And he's not going to take the touchback. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Myers on the move. That's reeled in. It's Coleman. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
Oh, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field, nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
Here's Manning to throw. He turns that loose down the right side. Picked off to stop the threat. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown LSU! And they turn it into a defensive score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays. And
he's going to try to return this one. He's not even going to make it to the 20, much less the 25. He'll mark it out of bounds at the 18. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
How about the linebacker right there? They make calls and they play in coverage, but if you're a linebacker, you better be physical, and that dude came downhill. Somebody might want to block him up front, Palmer. Downhill and laid the lumber.
Yeah, they definitely weren't able to chip up and get him on that one. But I'll tell you, a hit like that makes you think twice about wanting to run the football between the tackles for the rest of this game, because that dude has got some bad intentions.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Berry. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Motion from the back. On the snap, it's Lockett. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Arch Madness. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down.
And that's the guy you got to try to avoid when throwing the football. He leads the nation in interception. The dude is an absolute ball hawk. You are asking for something bad to happen when you throw his way, and they're lucky he didn't pick that one off.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
And that adds to a successful day. 100 yards rushing on the day. That's what you strive for. Usually when you hit that 100-yard mark, a lot of times you're saying, my offense is going to win, my team is going to win. He's at the 100-yard mark, so that's a good thing for the offense.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep.
Now, you talk about a sideline that was jacked up, excited for the big punt return, and then, man, he makes the big mistake, puts it on the deck, and the momentum goes shifted right back to the other side.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Trying to run, it's Berry. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their 3rd timeout. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3rd and 6 yards to go. The lone back's got it. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your...
Could be an alley. The 40, the 30, the 20. Touchdown Longhorns! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking for room. It's Berry. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you think the defense is dialed into this guy? Like, he's already had such a great start to the football game, and you know they're using him. Great job by this defense. Great adjustment. Great job being downhill, physical, fast right now, and getting him stopped.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Right back to him on the ground. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To the air, it's Levitt. Zings it complete to the right. Still running at the 40. There he goes. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. The timing needs to be precise on those out routes, and the quarterback just gave him too much ground to cover.
Yeah, and you got to know when to throw them. Right when he's breaking out of his break, I got to put that ball and put it on him. And you can tell the timing was a little bit off, just a little too much juice from the QB.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun on 3rd down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. just enough time for one final play in this half. On the direct snap, it's Lockett. With the catch, it's Manning. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. Let's get things popping this week with Kentucky taking on the number 9 team, the UCLA Bruins. And it's Kentucky keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half.
Here comes the Texas offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession.
Turning it on!
And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every...
Touchdown, Texas! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Quarterback will keep it. He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilson. He doesn't get it back to the 25. He's out of bounds at the 21-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle from else.
Wants to throw. It's Levin. Looking to the big tight end. And his throw is incomplete. Boards up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Here's the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. He's now over 150 yards on the ground, and you start putting yourself in that ethereal company of great Longhorn running backs.
Yeah, there's so many of them.
Makes the grab in their space. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. The Longhorns want to move quickly. To throw, Manning. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. A give to Brown. There's a crease. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Brown again. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll run the option. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Fourth down and short, and where do they put the ball? In the hands of their quarterback. This guy is so good. They trust him. He runs the option and keeps it himself and gets just enough for the first down.
Hand off for Brown. Plows through the defense. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. One more time, it's Brown. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's his third touchdown of the game, and now 18 on the season. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. It's complete to the right. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. They're down just 8. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. There he goes. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. And he has got it rolling. He may be running toward that Bayou Bengal record book. Tyron Davis-Price, Leonard Fournette in that single-game rushing record territory.
Yeah, and that means you're having a heck of a day. That means you're showing off all the goods, too, with speed and being able to break tackles. And this defense knows they're running the football, but this LSU run game is too dynamic right now.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Dropping back, it's Levin. Makes the grab. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Just drives it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
On the move, it's Smothers. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. He's going to take a shot. He's got it way down the field.
Throws a nice complete. For a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He has shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
He's got it on the right. Could not make his way to the corner. And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force-feed him in that situation when he's got 2 guys on him.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 3rd down from the gun, Manning. Going over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of saying, hey, we got to make sure we take him away.
Hart's going to spin it again. Throws to the wideout. Coleman's got it. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Here's Arch to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the red zone, it's Smothers. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
Yeah, in this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
And the Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat. Touchdown, Texas! You thought they were done. They're not.
they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 after the 29.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Using his legs, it's Berry. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They want that clock to run. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Flips it out to the back. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
You know, swing passes to the running back oftentimes are like an extension of the running game. That's like a sweep, but give the defense a ton of credit. The speed to be able to pursue and get to the football is why they've now set up 4th down.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. And the Tigers have their offense in high gear. On the run, it's Berry. Here's a little room there. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Timeout called on defense. defense. 2:05 remaining on the clock, so they're hoping to save a few seconds once we get to the 2-minute mark. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. To the air, it's Levin. Caught! He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the third down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
Going for the marker on the ground. He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting?
What a great stop by this defense. Way to bow your neck. Now you got a chance to give the offense the football back. Go out, try to make something happen late in this game, and maybe walk away with the victory.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking for a gap. It Smothers.
And here's the thing, the strategy. You want to run the ball because, yes, you want to score and you want to win, but you don't want to leave a lot of time left on the clock for their offense to get another opportunity. So that's a bit of the gamesmanship going on right now. And I think you're seeing that with their offensive coordinator and his choice in play calling.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Manning rushes on him, and down he goes.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Manning from the gun on third down. Firing to the right, complete. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down.
Well, they get a big play right there, and they've got a quarterback now who has been in a lot of...
Going downfield for the big play. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's third and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it.
And that ball is caught. One hand grab. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He fires a bullet to the right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
That's a big stop for this defense, and more importantly now, it puts them in a huge position. I want to use that clock as my friend. I got to take away the sidelines. I can't give up a big play and let them get a sideline and then sneak that field goal unit on. Got to make sure I understand where that yard is to get to where they want to kick the field goal.
Manning lines up in the gun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 4th down, Manning. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive.